Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be on this beautiful ball gown with high-low peplum at the waist side. If this is your first time of stopping by, do well to hit on the subscribe button, join the family, and to my old subscribers I say thank you very much for all your support. And let's get straight into the video. So for this video I used 2 years of Ankara fabric, 3 years of net, 2 years of satin, and then 1.5 years of lining plus my zipper. I hope you get that. So let's get straight into the video. So for this style, I'll be cutting my flay first. I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4, but I'm going to be showing you guys how I fold my fabric. We are cutting a full flay, even though the back is longer than the front, which we are going to be adjusting later. So you're going to fold into a triangular form and then fold over again, just the way you see me fold. So this folded part is what we have here, which is where we are going to be taking our measurement. And please, whatever you're going to be folding should be enough to measure your waist measurement in then plus the length of your flay. And because this flay has a high-low effect, so I added extra 2 inches to my total length measurement. I hope you get this. So I'm going to go ahead and check a rough estimate of where my waist measurement plus my zipper allowance is going to fall into, and I think I have about 2 inches extra allowance so that I can plait into the flay. So once I make a rough estimate, I have it. So I'm going to go ahead and start measuring this area round. So I have about 5.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and measure it round. So once I am done with that, I'll go ahead and remeasure and be sure of what I have. And at this point, I think what I have is okay for me. But because I said I want to have extra inches to it, that's why you saw I added 3 extra half inch. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and take the length of my flay. But remember, it's a high-low flay. So my normal length is 8 inches, but I added extra 2 inches too, so that by the time I move it up, the back will be lower than the front one. So I will go ahead and go and mark 10 inches all around. So once I am done with that, I'll go ahead and cut this out. We are not cutting our waist side at this point because we are going to adjust it to hide that high-low effect before cutting it out. So I'll go ahead and open this flay, and I use the same fabric to cut out my lining. I'm using the same fabric for my lining. I don't have lining at the time I was making this video, so I'll go ahead and open this flay up. Whatever I do to this fabric, to the main fabric, I do to my lining. So once I open it up, I'll go ahead and move it upward. And once I move it up, I'll go ahead and measure the length of the front flay plus the 6 inches that I took for my waist measurement. I hope you get this. So the length of the flay is 8 inches plus that 6 inches I used to mark the round of my waist measurement. So that's what I have there. I think I have about 14 inches. So I'll fold it over again just like a flay. Then I'll go ahead and mark that 6 inches for my waist measurement all around, just like we did at the beginning of this tutorial. So once I am done, then I'll cut it out. So you're going to repeat the same process for your lining. Then I'll open it up. You can see the front is short and then the back is long. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, because I said the longer part is going to be for the back, so I'll go ahead and open this up so that we'll slash the back side open for our zipper allowance. And just like I mentioned, whatever you do to the front, you do also to the back. Just make sure that you arrange your fabric well so that by the time you slash it open, you are sure that you are cutting the center of the fabric. You don't want your zipper allowance to be bent, or you start having issue by the time you want to attach it. So this is what we have afterwards. I'm going to also open up my lining piece as well. Then for my bodice, I've gone ahead to cut out my bodice. I use my neckline of 3 inches by 1.5, and then for the front one is 3 inches by 3 inches. Then I cut my bust measurements and my waist measurements as well. Then I added my zipper allowance for the back one. I believe you all know how to cut out our basic bodice. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. If you don't, this tutorial will be on my channel. on this in the description box. So for this I'm using the same fabric for my lining as well. So I'll go ahead and pick up my main fabric, and I'll do front facing front. I'll stitch on the 2 shoulders, and I'll repeat the same process for the lining as well. Then for my net, what I did is I've cut out my net. I have 3 layers of net. I took out my half length, and then I cut out the remaining one, and then added ½ inch to stitch it down. So I added just ½ inch because I'm not going to be hemming the net. And then for the lining, I took out my half length, and then I cut out the remaining part of it. I did not add any stitching allowance. I'm going to be using the stitching allowance from the measurement, so that by the time we am done with it, the lining will be shorter than the net. I hope you get this. And I did the same thing for the bridle as well, for the satin as well. So for the bodice, this is what we have. You can see I'm done with the shoulder area, and I did the same thing for the lining. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the lining piece, and I'll be doing front facing front at this point. Once I am done with that, I'll make sure I arrange my fabric well. You don't want to mess up with your arrangement. So I'll go ahead and stitch. I'm not stitching at my zipper allowance. So once I move away from my zipper allowance, I'll stitch all the way from round the neckline, and I'll also leave my zipper allowance at the other side. Then I'll stitch on my armhole as well, on the 2 armholes. So guys, this is what for the flare. I'm going to go ahead and open the flare up, and we're going to be doing front facing front as well. Please, if you don't have the same, it's not a must that you're going to be using the same fabric for your lining. You can use a different fabric. The reason I use mine is because, one, I don't have lining at the time I was doing this tutorial, and another thing is I want the fabric to have a more fuller effect. So that's why I use the same fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch from all the way from the armhole, from the zipper allowance, from the zipper all the way around the outer side of the flare, and then all the way to the other side of the zipper. So you're going to be stitching the zipper as well. Once you are done, you make notches around the circles and then turn it to the right side. So guys, this is what we have for the bodice. I was done. I turned it to the right side, and I also stitched down the seam line. I'm doing inseam finishing for this. I believe you all know how to do this, or you can just do outer one at this point. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So once I am done with that, I'll bring in my flare. I'll place it this way. At this point, please, this flare shouldn't get to your zipper allowance, so that you don't find it difficult to attach your zipper. Just away from your zipper, you place it this way, and then you start stitching down from one end to the other. If you have, so we are stitching just on the main fabric. Don't stitch on your lining, just like you see me remove the lining. Once you are done with that, you are going to bring in your net, gather it to your waist measurement, and then place it on top of the flare. We are also stitching just on the main fabric. Don't stitch on your lining, please. And once you are done, you bring in your satin, also make gathers to it, and then attach it on top of the net. So you have the satin, the net, and then the main bodies, the flare, and then the main bodies. So guys, this is what we have after we are done. You can see my lining piece is separate from the from every side of every side of the main fabric. For the lining, I'm going to also do front facing front at this point. I'll bring in my lining. You can either use gathers to do this, or you can just plait. For me, I used gathers, so I'm going to go ahead and gather this into the lining all the way from the beginning to the end. So guys, I've already gone ahead to start fixing my zip. You can see I've made the first stitch of the zipper, and then I'll bring in my lining to close it up. So I want my zipper to be sandwiched in between my main fabric and my lining for a neat finishing. So I'll open my zipper up, and then I'll bring in the lining just like you see me show you guys. I'll close it up this way, and I'll stitch all the way coming from the neckline. Once I get to this place, I'll then stitch all the way to the end. I believe I've done this a couple of times, a lot of times, so I don't think there's any need doing it, but I'm going to do a separate video just for this zipper area. So I'll stitch it this way and then then stitch all the way to the end. Once we are done with that, this is what we have for this ball gown. You go ahead and serge everywhere necessary, and I also added this strap of fabric just for a little sweetness. I wanted to add bow, but on a second thought I just added this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, share my videos to my family and friends, wash my ass, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.